Hi hippies, welcome and welcome back. It's Courtney Shavante. I'm back with another banging resin tutorial. These are going to be for some Ganja 420 earrings. It's super simple, one step only, one layer. So I'm super excited to bring this to you. Looking forward to it. Then make sure you do hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything that I do put out for you guys moving forward. Now let's go ahead and get started on this project, shall we? Alright hippies, so to get this project started, we're just going to start with a tiny little bit amount of resin. You're going to go ahead and mix up the resin. It's going to be 2 parts, equal ratios, resin and hardener, 1-to-1. Alright, so go ahead and add in your resin. You don't want to overfill these because you don't want the resin to cover up the hole. It's going to make it harder to insert the hardware for the earrings. So pro tip, just want you guys to be aware of that, and also be mindful of bubbles forming around the edges and everything, because you know how those can go. Alright, so what you see me doing here is I'm just kind of prepping my alcohol inks. I was fighting with it a little bit because I couldn't get one of them open, but what you're going to see me do is you're just going to see me drop the alcohol inks directly into the resin. I started with the red first because that's going to be the main color. I'm doing like this ombre swirl type of vibe, and I'm going to be adding the white alcohol ink to the top. I'm going to put the black alcohol ink on the bottom, so that way it just kind of gives us that 3-tone look that we're going for, and the one that I kind of showed you guys. You don't want to be heavy-handed with the alcohol inks, just because you never want to use more than 10% colorant with your resin and everything, so do definitely keep that in mind. Once you have your drops added in how you like, swirl it with a toothpick until you got some nice little swirls going on there, and then you can go ahead and allow that to cure overnight. Alright, so now that this is nice and hard, we're going to go ahead and wiggle this right from our mold. So, be mindful. You don't want to bend the actual resin piece, but just go ahead and pull those out. And then from here, we can go ahead and get our hardware attached. So I'm going to be using pliers, I'm using jump rings, I'm also using these little earring pieces. I have no idea what these little things are called, but it turns into an earring, and that's what I do know. And I'll have all the stuff linked below for you. You can also order a resin mystery box from my Etsy shop, and they will have them available in there as well. But yeah, so you're just going to go ahead and attach each jump ring and earring piece thing to each of your resin weed leaves through that little hole that I told you not to cover up earlier, and then you're just going to close them in place. After you do the first one, go ahead and repeat the same exact thing on the second one. And now you see why I said this was such an easy project. You see how quick we got through that, hippies? Like, you can't mess up here. So if you've never tried resin before, this is your chance, because ta-da, this right here is our final project, and I think they are so adorable. I really love how they match each other, but they don't match each other. You can tell they go together, but they still their own separate people and whatnot. Anyway, this is what they look like and everything. I'm gonna give you guys a little close-up so you can see the fine details in one of them. And I just really love how the alcohol inks really swirl together and creates these really dope effects. And you're never going to repeat the same exact thing twice, so have fun with it and understand that it's gonna be very random. If you guys were rocking with this tutorial, make sure again you leave me a like and a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for your support thus far, and until next time, hippies, XO. Mwah. Bye now.